guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading is a mid-monthly reading for October 2018, focusing on the areas of career and finance and love and relationships. For the career and finance part of the reading, I'll be using the Gilded Tarot deck by Sarah Marchetti, as well as an oracle card from the Life Purpose Oracle Card deck by Doreen Virtue. And for the relationship portion of the reading, I'll be using the Wheel of the Year Tarot deck by Los Scarabeo and the Romance Angels Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue as well. Just a reminder, even though these are done by astrological sign, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate with you. The only way to get a truly personalized reading would be to order a private reading from me. If you're interested, all of the information can be found in the description box below this video. Also, it's a good idea to watch not just your sun sign video, but also your moon and rising sign. Many times, if the messages from, for example, the sun sign don't resonate that month, you might have messages coming through in the moon or rising video, or by listening to all three together, you get a more complete overview of what might be coming up over the next couple of weeks. And now is a good time, like I always do as well. I try to. Sometimes I forget, but I would like to give a big thank you to everybody who subscribes to the channel, who likes my videos. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you very much. All right, so I will stop for now, and we'll see you in 1 second for your reading. Hi Aquarius, hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your mid-monthly reading. So we'll start off with the career and finance part of your reading. You have in the past position the Ace of Swords, followed by the Three of Cups. The outbound energy is the Two of Swords. And the card from the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for the last 2 weeks of the month, you have the Queen of Pentacles. And your Life Purpose Oracle card that came out is Counseling. You heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear. This one came out for another one of the signs. I can't remember which one. Okay, so starting off here with the Ace of Swords. So you have the Ace of Swords and the Two of Swords with the Three of Cups in the center. Now, the Suit of Swords deals with, it's the suit of the mind. It's the suit of our intellect. Has to do with our thoughts, where we come up with our ideas. It's also communication, right? How we communicate, how we get those thoughts and ideas across to other people, how we express them. And it's interesting that this counselor came out with kind words, because that obviously has to do with expressing yourself and talking, right? And you, Aquarius, as an air sign, obviously this is your suit. So you are an air sign. So you know about, all of the communication. You're most Aquarians that I know are very good at, coming up with ideas, at expressing them, getting those thoughts across. It also has to do with psychic abilities, intuition, okay? And the Ace in the past position, this is a new beginning. Aces in the Tarot they're brand new beginnings. They can be, they're definitely blessings from the universe. It's kind of, the universe extending out its hand and saying, here, take this wonderful new opportunity. The Ace of Swords, since it does have to do with, the intellect and our mind, sometimes when the Ace of Swords comes out, there's a, kind of like it clarifies, right? There's a clarity of mind. So it brings about that, that aha moment that you are needing, which is interesting because, it sits across from, on the other side of this Three of Cups, the Two of Swords, which is kind of like the opposite, right? The Two of Swords it's a card of needing to make a decision, of not being able or thinking, right? Thinking that you are unwilling or you're unable to make a decision about something. You can see that the woman here, she is blindfolded and suggesting that for whatever reason, she doesn't want to see a situation for what it truly is. She's incapable of seeing it. She isn't, doesn't want to or can't see the truth of a situation in order to make a decision, which is very different than, the Ace of Swords on the opposite side of this. And then, sandwiched in the middle, we have this celebration card. The Three of Cups is a really great, it's a card of getting together with other people. It's celebrating, it's family members, friends, just everybody together and celebrating. It can be like a minor celebration, just like a get together, just enjoying time spent with those people. It can be a more major celebration. It can be, celebrating news of a pregnancy, birth of a child, engagement, wedding, right? Obviously, we're looking more here at your finances, career. So with the Three of Cups, this sometimes comes out when there's, a promotion. You're celebrating a promotion. Maybe you've got a new job. Again, this Ace of Swords can be a brand new opportunity, right? It can also have to do with a new way of seeing something. Since this is the suit of the intellect and the rational mind, the sword, this Ace of Swords, sword of truth, it can kind of cut through any confusing problems, communicate whatever it is that we're, that we might be thinking or getting across our ideas. So it's a gift of thought here, communication. So there might have been, a new opportunity that you used your intellect to, get ahead. Maybe you were promoted. This could have been a promotion, celebrating a promotion, getting a new job. But there is this decision, this could have to do with, maybe this Two of Swords comes in after getting a new job offer, right? Maybe there is this brand new opportunity that comes in and there's a celebration, but then you're kind of like in two minds about it. Should I take this new opportunity? Should I not? So there's this, feeling as though, and this doesn't show it like in a lot of the traditional tarot decks. They have, this woman with the swords crossed kind of in front of her in a very protective stance, kind of trying to protect herself from something, right? But this is, again, in your mind. So for whatever reason that you might be thinking towards the end of the month that you don't know how to, this kind of head or heart decision, you're not making progress, you can't figure out which way to go, you can't, you're faced with this decision, you can't decide, or you're not sure what you should do, you can, there's nothing preventing this woman from removing this blindfold and just staring the situation, in the face. It might be a little scary, it might be a little daunting to do that, but, this is much like, I kind of think of it like the Eight of Swords as well. It's this self-imposed, prison. It's like you think for whatever reason, or you're scared, or you don't want to face a situation. So, but ignoring it is not going to make it go away, right? So there's a need to face a situation, make a decision, and there could be, with the Queen of Pentacles as the overall energy, there could be an earth sign individual, male or female, even though she appears here as the Queen of Pentacles. In these general readings, it's not gender specific when we have the court cards, but she would usually be more of an older, either an older in age or, kind of an old soul, somebody who takes on the energy of this Queen of Pentacles, earth sign. So Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And she is, she's like the earth mother. She's very grounded. She's down to earth. She's very good at taking care of people around her, takes care of her family, takes care of her pets, her house, her, the plants outside. She's very loving. So she takes care of people in a very tangible, hands-on way as the Queen of Pentacles. The suit of Pentacles, it's earth energy. So it's very down to earth. It's very grounded. It has to do with, the work that we do, the money we earn, it's financial prosperity, our resources, our home, our family, education, knowledge. And as a queen, the kings and queens in the tarot, they've really mastered their particular suit. So she's somebody who, she's very financially secure. She's very savvy with her finances. She's good at managing her money. And even if she doesn't have, that much money. She's resourceful. So she makes the best of what she does have. She's very good at using her resources, at using what she does have. Again, she's very grounded. She's down to earth. She's very practical. So this person might be coming in to help you, make a decision. She might be that, that grounding, that very practical energy that you need around you to make a decision. If this isn't a person, this could be you taking on the energy of the Queen of Pentacles. And by doing so, you are able to get out of the Two of Swords energy. You are able to, cut through and come to the whatever the truth is, or have this new beginning, figure out, which way to go. But there's definitely, there's a celebration. The Queen of Pentacles is also a very stable energy. So if this is something new that you're thinking about getting into, you're unsure, the Queen of Pentacles shows that, you don't need to be afraid, that there's staying power with whatever this new thing is. There's, ways to make your money grow. I mean, this is a very strong, very secure card. So I would say, don't be scared. Remove the blindfold. See things for what they really are, and embrace whatever this new opportunity is. There's no need to be scared. There's definitely a lot of positive energy surrounding you. I think it's more your own, fears, and you kind of doubting maybe yourself or doubting this new opportunity, but there is no need to. Everything looks as though, it's very positive. The messages coming through here from the remaining cards is very positive. Let's take a look at your counseling card and see what else this card has to say. I like to read the full meaning for the oracle cards. And this one says, people frequently reveal their deepest secrets and worries to you because you are a natural counselor who channels wise advice and kind support. This card comes as a counselor for you, advising you to choose a career path involving this type of work. Since you are already performing the functions of a counselor, you may as well receive remuneration, in addition to the emotional fulfillment that counseling brings you. The angels can support any need or desire you may have for classes that would teach you skills and lead to proper licensure. Your counseling path can be along the lines of life coaching, where you help clients organize their goals and intentions into achievable steps. Or you can blend in spirituality through traditional pastoral counseling, or via the more alternative path of giving readings. Your work could also involve writing or teaching. The main point is that this life purpose uses words as a healing modality. With the proper training, you are highly qualified to conduct counseling work. Please don't think that your own life needs to be perfect before you can help others. All counselors have their own ego issues and human imperfections. The point isn't whether you have these character and life quirks, it's what you do with them that counts. As long as you listen to your clients' feelings with an open mind and heart, their needs will be served. So interesting, because, a definite focus here on, communicating, getting your words across. And then with the counseling card coming in, there could be this, it might be a new opportunity. You might be a little, unsure and two minds about starting out on whatever this new, if this is a new career path for you. But, you don't need to. There's no need to fear. There are a lot of positive cards here saying that, move ahead, go for it. Just, you just need to remove the blindfold and you need to face the situation. But you have a lot of wonderful cards in your spread for that. All right, let's move on to your relationship reading. Now you start off with Major Arcana number 4, the Emperor, followed by Major Arcana number 1, the Magician. The outbound energy is the 4 of Wands. And the card from the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for the last 2 weeks, is the 8 of Wands. And from the Romance Angels deck, you have let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. And it's interesting because I laid the spread first, right? And I saw immediately that the Emperor, Major Arcana, very stern energy. So when the Emperor comes out, sometimes it can speak of, yes, it can be somebody you're dealing with, but it can also speak of you taking on this energy, or you, being not, or kind of on the negative, you being too controlling, right? Because with the Emperor, he's a very stern figure, right? I'm jumping all over here, but you have 2 major arcana cards, and then you have 2 wands cards, so evenly divided between wands and major arcanas. You also have 2 number 4s, okay? And 4s in the tarot, they represent stability, right? It's very solid, stable energy. The Emperor, he's a solid, stable figure, right? Obviously, as an emperor, for him to govern his empire, he needs to be strong and stern, and to be able to control the empire, to be able to deal with everything that he has to deal with. But he can be, a little too stern or a little too aggressive. It's kind of like it's my way or the highway type of energy, which, at times that's fine, but especially, we're looking here at relationships. Now, in a relationship, that's not always the best attitude to have, right? A relationship is any type of, whether this is romantic or friendship or dealing with family members, any relationship needs a balance. There needs to be a give and take, right? We need to have that, sometimes it's kind of, we do things the way that I suggest, other times I listen to the other person. There's a give and take. So sometimes with the Emperor, there's a, kind of a need to curtail a little, our control, or let go of being so controlling, of wanting to control a situation. So it was interesting that I laid that out, and then we had let go of control issues as the card that flew out from the Romance Angels deck. So definitely what I was picking up originally with this card came through again with your Romance Angels card. But the Emperor, he can be a person that you're dealing with. He's usually associated with the sign of Aries, so could be an Aries individual. He's usually, an older individual. This could be a father figure, your father. This could be issues with your father, issues with the father of your children if you have children. Or, again, this could be you taking on the energy of the Emperor. And so maybe it does sit in the past position. You could have experienced control issues in the past. Maybe you were too controlling, too demanding, too stern, right? And so that can be a problem, right, within a relationship. So this could be something that maybe you were needing to work on. For others, this could, again, be, you dealing with this father figure or this Aries. It's what comes after it is the Magician, which, this is a brand new beginning. The Magician is number 1 of the major arcana. The Magician has all of the tools that, in this case, she's a she, that she needs to manifest, right? And so she harnesses the power of the universe together with her abilities to manifest whatever it is that she's trying to manifest here in the material realm. So she's very good at using her own abilities, sort of understanding, knowing what she's good at, but then also, partnering with the universe, okay? But manifestation, really bringing things here into the material realm. Sometimes this card, it can speak of you, like you needing to maybe trust more in, in your own gifts, because the Magician has all of the tools. So it's kind of using or understanding the tools that you do have to be able to use them. Now, within a relationship, I think this has to do with, in this particular deck, she's called the goddess of the, what is she called? The daughter of the goddess. And she has to do with, she's very creative. Again, in this deck, it has to do with self-control. So there could be something to do with, and, each deck, yes, the decks, they all have, the same meaning. The energy of the cards is the same, but each deck has its own language. Sometimes there are, a few different interpretations or words associated with the card. In this particular deck, she is associated with creativity, but also self-control. So there could be this self-control, again, this control issue. Maybe there has been within a relationship, there have been control issues. I'm really picking up control issues here. And then with the Four of Wands as the outbound energy, this is the, it's the happy home and family card. It's the, the four again, it's stable energy. We usually associate it with the home, the family. This can be moving in together. This can be, moving to a new home, buying a new home. This can be just very focused as you, head through the month, more towards the end of the month, being very focused on your home, your family, what's going on around the home. Possibly, these control issues, how it's affecting the family, the home. Sometimes the Four of Wands, it can be marriage, so it's also the marriage card. So there can be a coming together, actually getting engaged or getting married, moving in together. And then the Eight of Wands here is the overall energy. This is a card of very quick. It's fast-paced action. It's also change, right? Change is in the air. The wands, they come flying through the air. And it has to do with quick back and forth kind of communication, so texting, emailing back and forth. It can have to do with travel. It can have to do with things at a distance, dealing with, people at a distance, overseas even. But in this particular deck, you can see the man looks very surprised by whatever this news is, right? So there's change in the air, news coming in quite quickly, and it's caught him off guard. It's caught him by surprise. So, and that's the overall energy. So there might be news coming in that either catches you off guard, that is, it has to do with change. It's going to really bring about change at a fast pace. There could be something to do with, timing is an issue here. So you need to, it's like time sensitive. You might need to act quickly. If this does have to do with a family home or moving home, there might be a need to move quickly, to act quickly. So there's time, time is of the essence here. But going back, kind of looking over the spread again, there could be, it's just kind of control, issues with the father, maybe new beginnings even, new beginnings with this father figure. That's going to bring about, this is a very happy card. The Four of Wands is it's the happy home and family. So it's a very happy energy. And it speaks of, success. It speaks of joy, of celebration, security as well. So, maybe by having this new start, and there could be this news about this new beginning, this new start with the father figure possibly. If there are control issues that need to be released, right, whether this is you or, the other person, maybe it's the father figure, maybe it's the other person who has the control issues or needs to, get their life back in control, more control over themselves, their actions. There could be that as well. But, overall, it's progress, success, stability coming in here. And let's take a look at this Romance Angels card. So let go of control issues. This one says, the Romance Angels have heard your prayers about your love life. Now it's up to you to allow their help to manifest by stepping out of their way. By trying to control other people or external circumstances, you will only frustrate yourself and slow down your answered prayer. There are plenty of times in life that call for you to take charge, but this isn't one of them. Of course, it's fine to have your preferences, practice visualizations, and hold intentions. Definitely ask the angels for your desires. This card is a reminder, however, that your prayer may be answered differently from what you had in mind. Be open to all possibilities and trust in God's infinite wisdom and compassionate love. Control issues based upon fears that others won't live up to your expectations. This is also called outlining. where you hand the universe a script of how you want it and everyone to behave. Outlining could cause you to overlook an even more beautiful way in which your prayers may be answered. So please call upon the romance angels to elevate your levels of trust so that you can enjoy the creative avenues by which true love comes to you. That's interesting because it definitely ties in with, with the main messages here, right? So the need to release control, this manifestation, right? This magician card, allowing the universe. I was talking about partnering with the universe. Allow the universe to do its part, right? It's up to, like the card was saying, it's up to you to kind of allow open yourself up to the universe and allow the universe to bring these things into your life. And if you do, there's great celebration. There's great, it could bring you great happiness and stability, but there's something to do with control and, not, and many times, when we think about, I usually talk about timing and, when we think, oh, why nothing ever happens, or I'm waiting for such and such to happen. And, we have our own timing and we think that things need to happen in our timing, but the universe has its own timing for doing things, and the universe, time is very fluid as well. So many times when we think it's the right time for something to happen, it's actually, it's not. And by us trying to impose all of these, restrictions or control things, we're actually, kind of blocking the energy and not allowing the universe to step in and kind of do its thing, to do what it can do. And we do have half of your reading here. Half of the reading is major arcana. So, significant divine orchestration at play here. So do kind of step out of the way and allow things to progress, right? Allow them, like the card suggests here, allow things to unfold naturally. I think that's the release and allow things to kind of flow naturally. All right, so I do hope that these messages have helped you. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again, and just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful rest of the month. Bye for now.